What is going on, New York Giant fans? Welcome back to another Roster Bubble Series video. Hit the like button if you haven't already, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you know when a live stream pops or video drops. Appreciate you all coming back. Share this out and do all the good stuff. Another Roster Bubble Series video for you guys today, and we take players that are on the cusp of being cut. We talk about their background, their competition, ways they could win a spot on the roster, ways they could lose a spot on the roster, and at the end, a prediction. So today we're going to talk about David Long Jr., former Ram, Raider, Panther, and Packer. The Giants signed him on the 1st of May, and he's going to be competing for one of the cornerback positions on the roster. So, background on him, third-round pick in 2019 by the LA Rams, was with them till 2022. He was from Michigan, and also he's a Super Bowl champion of the Rams. 2023 he spent with the Raiders, the Panthers, and the Packers. As far as the Raiders, he was with them till November 2nd. Then he decided to join the Panthers, and then he was released on December 1st. Then he was claimed off waivers by the Packers, and then did not sign a reserves futures contract and became a free agent after the 2023 season. So he signed with the Giants, and he is competing for one of the top spots in terms of the defensive backfield. Now, statistically, last year with Carolina, Green Bay, and Las Vegas, 73.9 completion percentage allowed, no interceptions, a passer rating of 97.6, one touchdown allowed, 19 total tackles. If you look at the season prior with LA, 75% completion, one touchdown, 113.3 passer rating. So he's never given up more than one touchdown in the season. He's given up one touchdown every season. To be completely specific, and the lowest passer rating he's had, really the best season he's had was 2021 when he had one interception, 60% completion, 84.9 passer rating, one touchdown allowed, and 40 tackles. So maybe the Giants can hope he gets that level, but as far as snaps and special teams goes, he had 133 snaps on defense with the Raiders, 24%, and 57 with the Panthers, that's 29%, and then on special teams, 53 total snaps, 23 with the Panthers, 14 with the Packers, and 16 with the Las Vegas Raiders. With the first 2 years in LA, he had a lot of special team snaps. The next 2 years, it kind of dwindled as he got more defensive snaps. So there's that. Now you look at his competition. It's a favorable, but also not favorable way to get to the roster because he has experience more than some of these guys on the roster, but him being on 3 teams over the last year doesn't really help him. So you look at the competition, and it's Alex Johnson, who's a UDFA out of UCLA. You have Aaron Robinson, who's been injured the last 2 seasons, and we don't even know if he's going to come off the PUP list or if he's still going to be rehabbing or what the story is with him. You have Nick McLeod, who can play safety and corner, very good corner at that. Darnay Holmes, who plays primarily as the slot position. Stanley Thomas Oliver, who's an outside corner but is primarily a special teamer. And that's pretty much that as far as the back end of the roster because you know Banks is going to make it. You know Trey Hawkins definitely could make it. He may get cut, but that's if he does really bad. Trey Herndon, you know he probably will make it. And then it's pretty much open season from there as far as the Giants roster goes. So how can he win? Health is one thing. He's got to stay healthy. Ball production, I think he's going to make a few highlight plays this training camp, and it depends at where he's spotted. Now, if he is a slot corner primarily, a pass deflection or two, or just locking down in training camp and having the beat reporters and the analysts talk about you. Hey, listen, David Long Jr. had a really good day. And even if you don't show up too much in the preseason games, at least show up in training camp because you're facing the same guys. You should get some familiarity with the way the offense does things. Experience. He's got more experience than Alex Johnson, more experience than Aaron Robinson, and I like Aaron Robinson, but he's way too injured all the time. Stanley Thomas Oliver, you could say the same thing, but he's going to have a tough battle with McLeod and Darnay Holmes. And also position versatility is he going into the slot? can he go into the slot? Now, I don't know what position primarily. I think he played outside corner primarily with the Rams, maybe some slot. But if he does both, that helps him make the roster a lot more because the Giants don't have too many guys that can do that. They have a lot of slot guys, but they don't have too many guys that could do corner inside and corner outside. Nick McLeod is one of those guys. But other than that, that's pretty much it in terms of what you have on the roster right now. So if he could do inside and outside corner and have respective responsibilities at those positions, then that's a positive for him. Because if he's in the slot, hopefully he tackles well, takes good angles in the running game. And as far as being on the outside, hopefully he just has his technique sound and covers well for the aspect of making the roster. How can he lose? Injury, that's going to be the number one thing. Lack of position versatility. If he's just an outside corner, that's going to be a little bit of a knock on him, but it's pretty much performance-based, and, that's a simpleton term. But a lot of these guys, they make the roster via special teams, this, and this. And you could say that he should make the roster via special teams too, but it seems like the last 2 years, his snaps on special teams have dwindled. But that could be an add-on to what he's already doing right now, to what he could already do for the Giants, whether that's playing inside, playing outside, or doing both. And lack of coverage production. I would just say, in terms of coverage production, you don't have to have 10 interceptions in training camp. You don't have to have all these different things, but at least a pass deflection or two and be noticed, right? Oh, this guy's having a quiet camp, no interceptions, but he's having a really good camp because he's locking down this guy. He's making plays. He's getting physical. You got to be noticed. And this is a new defensive system. Everybody is on a clean slate on defense and special teams, but that is basically where David Long Jr. is going to be competing. I don't have him making the roster. I think he could definitely return on the practice squad, though. It depends on his performance in training camp into the preseason, because if he does really bad in the preseason, then I don't see the Giants retaining him at all. But they could also bring him back to the practice squad. But if he is good, then they could return him to the practice squad, or even before that, he goes to another team and has a viable role with them. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you know when a live stream pops or video drops. Appreciate you all coming back. Peace out, guys. See you later. Stay cool.